File storage and naming. We need to save our work about every 10 minutes. And every school or every company has a system of naming their files and where they store those files. In other words, naming of the folders and subfolders that they use for each project. There are many different methods of doing it. Some do it by the project number, some do it by the discipline. Some will do a variety of things, but essentially here in this class you're going to name it by the class prefix, which is COGT2114, and then you're going to name it by the assignment name, for example Lab 1. And those things are called underscores, by the way, in between them. I use those to represent a space. And then we'll have your last name, like Smith, and then a dash in your first name, like John. And then it'll be the assignment number, or the problem number in the book, like P3-3. So it's problem 3-3, so it's problem 3 in chapter 3. Now we store these in a drive. And the drive on campus will be a U drive. You might store them on a C drive at home. Then we'll make a subfolder. It's like we have a file cabinet. In there we're going to have like a drawer with our class name COGT2114. Then we're going to put a folder inside of there that's called labs, and another folder inside that folder. So it's like we're having a file cabinet called the U file cabinet. Then we're going to make a subfolder in there, and inside that folder we're going to put another folder, and inside that folder we're going to put another folder. Now, some of the rules I tend to go with is that you're allowed up to 255 characters to name your file. You shouldn't need that many, but you don't want to make it cryptic. Also, don't use any goofy symbols that are above the numbers, such as the @ symbol or the pound symbol or $sign symbol or the percent or the ampersand or the asterisk or any of those types of things. Forward slashes, backslashes. Basically only use letters and numbers in a dash or an underscore. An underscore and a dash are using the same key next to the 0. So only use letters, numbers, a dash, and an underscore, and you won't have any problems. Now, the U.S. National CAD Center has some examples of structures of how they're done, but each company is a little bit different. So you have to follow their standard, and here is an example of a file naming and storage sample for this particular class.